What's going on, guys? Gokuzami here. I'm here with my buddy Michael West at the Easy Gaming 3v3. He played ABC like always.
As always.
Yeah, you want to get into it?
Yeah, I'll get into it. So we start with just the pieces as usual. My same ratios: 2A, 2B, 2C, and the driver. And then, of course, with the unions, you got to play the union hanger. I feel like the sooner the deeper we go into, Yu-Gi-Oh, the weaker this card gets. It's not as good as it used to once be, especially with Ogre floating around the format right now.
Yeah, but what about why just one union driver? I've seen you on two before.
I've done two before because I was scared of drawing the brick, drawing it, and that way I was able to play still because I still had one engrave. But with the introduction of Revo, you don't need Union Driver in the deck sometimes. Sometimes you can just use the driver as a free discard. But with Revo, it's not as detrimental if you draw it, as long as you see the Revo or the tuning. So that's the main reason why just the one driver. You could play two if you wanted to, but it's a greater chance to see it in your hand, and regardless, I still don't want to see it. So, continuing here, the three Revos. I mean, speaks for itself.
Card is really nice.
It's just really good. Like, it helps you, like what I'm saying with the Union Driver. If it's in your hand, you can summon a bee, revo it off, get an ad. You can use it as material half the time. It's just kind of a free discard once it comes down to it. We'll play the Therions. So 2 Therion and 2 Disco Coliseums. Great for recycling pieces, targeting your pieces engrave, equipping it with it, getting a free body, protecting it from imperm, effect failure, a spell if necessary. Just cycling through with these. The battle protection kind of helps against Tempai right now. Not too good though, because their effects, I'll say, you basically don't get to play. It's a little sad there. I guess a kind of an unusual package for ABC is the Gesture package I play. I played just mainly for a third a
field spell,
a fourth field spell target just to get the Revo off. And Gesture is just a solid card all the way around. I mean, you get a free ad, and it's a solid interruption.
And by Revo, you mean like Ancient Fairy Dragon?
Yeah, Ancient Fairy. Yeah, just if you can get the Revo off for the Ancient Fairy, and if you have a field spell, Ancient Fairy lets you special one from hand. So if you have a piece in hand, or if you activate the Union Hanger, add one from hand, you can then special it and continue just to do standard Union Hanger ABC combo. So for a little bit of consistency, we play Pot of Prosperity. Just the one, because I don't want to see it more than once, and the extra deck is just so tight that it sucks if you have to use it again. It makes it it's a very tough call to figure out which ones you need to banish, because you're seeing three or six random cards on the top of their hand and off the top of the deck, and if you banish the wrong cards from the extra deck, you may have just screwed yourself over. For kind of a board breaker, I like droplets. Because if I have a Therion in hand, I get Centipede. There's a lot of times where you have stuff that you don't need in hand, or just like standard droplet stuff where it's like activate Imperm, activate droplets, send that plus one from hand. It's just extra negates. It's something that plays really well against Snake Eye, and I feel a little bit with Tempai Dragon it plays well into. We play 2 tunings. You can play 3. It's probably good at 3, but if you see multiple Revos and see multiple tunings, and it kind of sucks to draw, especially if you've opened up too many Revos to begin with. Oh, and then the mill. You get the mill one that helps you get a piece engraved if necessary. I play the 2 crossouts. I wish they were called by the Graves, but we're locked to 1 on that. So I play 2 crossouts just so I don't see, so that way Imperm doesn't hit the Ancient Fairy, that way Ogre doesn't hit the Ancient Fairy.
There's a lot of reasons to be playing this.
And because I'm playing the triple attack and the 1 Prospe, you can call those 2 if you set this. Like if there was no reason to use it during your turn. The 1 set rotation, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory at this point with ABC. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't be playing this in an ABC deck. Earlier today, I used it against Tempai. I set it because I didn't need to use it. They activated their field spell, set rotation, get rid of theirs, have mine set. They can't activate it again.
Broken.
Pretty broken. Obviously, the one terraforming. And then after the ban list, the chicken game.
Chicken a La Pollo game.
Free draw, you know, it's pretty good with Ancient Fairy because if you open up Ancient Fairy and, Union Hanger and Therion Disco, you do the Union Hanger stuff, or at least a Revo, you can then just do the cold combo, add this to hand, get a free draw, and then go to Therion Disco to actually continue playing. Just like, I like the fact that they gave us chicken game back, so that way I have a free draw. And I mean, heck, the Tempai player forgot that this protects me from all battle damage, so I just let him keep comboing. He got his free draw off of it. He hit me once. I'm like, oh, I'll take the 15, and he just kept swinging. It's like the game. I'm like, no, I mean, I haven't taken a single bit of damage after the first swing, buddy. Call by the Grave. Self-explanatory. The 3 Imperms. Kind of self-explanatory. It's my preferred hand trap. I don't like Effect Failure. I think this is just a lot more versatile. I don't see this going away anytime soon. 3 Ash Blossom. Again, it's just kind of my preferred,
love to see it.
My preferred hand trap. And I'm playing the 1 Ogre and the 1 Droll mainly for the cross-out targets.
Alright.
This is just good to see. But I mean, if I don't have it in hand, it's a really good cross-out target. 40
card list?
41. 41 because I pretend that Union Driver doesn't exist. if he's not a 40 the 40th card, then it ain't a problem. For the extra deck or the extra monster deck, I play 3 pieces. Most people don't like playing 3. Most people like to play 2. I just like the fact that if you get into a real grind game and you can keep your pieces in circulation, they have a hard time dealing with a 3rd one. Before this was a popular card, I played it mainly because
ahead of the time.
I was ahead of time. I got this thing for like less than $1.
It's like $15 now at least.
It's a free bounce back, and if you didn't draw if you drew a piece in Revo and you didn't have a field spell to go into Ancient Fairy, you can just go into this and still at least get to the Crystal Wing.
The shiny Ancient Fairy. Sheesh.
And I guess the other 2 are kind of self-explanatory at this point. Well, I was playing Super Poly over Droplets, so that freed up 2 spaces in my extra deck here. So I went back to Baguska. I mean, I got shifted twice, and this came up both times. I mean, it's just too good if you get shifted. The Zeus for when you decide to swing into them and just go into Zeus and wipe their board. And of course Typhon. It's just too generic and too free to not run. Still the mandatory platinum gadget, I guess.
I mean, he's here. You gotta play him.
You gotta play him. And then instead of one of the other Super Poly Knights, I did Super Poly targets. I went with Pit Knight because if you set it up correctly, if you go platinum gadget this, you'd go IP this, and if you put your ABC Buster here, you have 2 chances to get a technical Imper. So I figured it was just better to have a actual negate than a Super Poly target.
I love Pit Knight. What a good card.
It's actually a really well balanced card, I think. Steel Knight.
She's here.
Yeah, she's here. I mean,
for however long she's here, she's here.
She's here. And then there's the bear ones for when you go to. Where is she? Here. Well, I mean, if you go Buster Tag Out, you got
I hate Underworld Goddess so much because of this deck. It's so consistent with ABC bringing back 3 pieces.
And bringing back 3 pieces, you have all the material you need. And then, I mean, just Appo, I mean, depending on what they've got in hand, if you know what they got in hand, just going into a format Appo is just solid. For the side deck, we have a second Droll, just in case they're playing a deck that kind of hurts Droll. I mean,
like Manadium.
Manadium would definitely kill, or this would kill Manadium. I played 2 Bestials. I kind of really just like playing them. I never sided them in, but it was better than what I had taken out for them. 2 more Ogre. I've always really liked this hand trap. I mean,
that card's good.
It's a good hand trap. I'm glad that it's back in the format to where it's actually worth playing. The 3 Bell. just for Labyrinth, or I guess Tempi. I can hit Tempi pretty well as well. Or the Callboy. There's the Callboy. 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Cosmics, and then I bought these at the YCS, and they came in very clutch.
That is beautiful.
Against Snake Eye, because anytime they sent one of their cards to the grave, specialed another guy, I'm just like, okay, cool. Activate this, special theirs back, and then banish both from the field, and it just kind of 90% of the time it stopped them from playing.
Disgusting. All right, well, how'd you feel about the list overall?
The list overall, I feel like it's pretty solid. I'm pretty sure I say that every time. The Super Poly just wasn't worth playing against Snake Eye, and Snake Eye was just too predominant at any point in time. To where, I mean, hell, if you Super Poly, they just profit off of that, just about. I feel like Droplet is a much better choice for this deck, since you want to see stuff in the grave a good bit of the time. I think that's about it there.
All right. Well, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Gokuzu. We'll shout out no one else. No one else.
No shout out for Jess?
No shout out for Jess.
Damn.
Not here.
Well, alright, I'm going to DM her that. Alright, well, this has been Gokuzemi, and this is my boy, Michael West. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a good one.
Next ABC video.
Yeah, and then 1 week from now, it's just another one.
With the top locals.
Alright, see ya.